Hi everyone and a very warm welcome. I'm here today in Linköping visiting Östgötatrafiken and Albert Gunnarsson, who works as a system integrator here. Welcome.
Thank you. Nice to have you here.
Very nice to be here. So first question, you have chosen a modular system solution rather than going from one supplier for everything.
Yes.
What's the thinking or reasoning behind that?
You know, at Östgötatrafiken we have a vision. And the vision is together we drive development towards a sustainable future. And driving the development when it comes to traffic makes us needing to be able to adopt or use any tools on the technology market worldwide. So we need to be able to add components or replace components or retire components in our system, in our ecosystem. And in order to do that, we have to work in a modular ecosystem. So otherwise, we can't do that. So we have to combine traditional suppliers from public transport sector with suppliers that come with new technology that has not yet been applied to the public transport sector.
Perfect. Thank you for that.
Thank you.
So in 2020, you implemented automatic passenger counters across your fleet. And prior to that, you said you weren't using anything or any APCs. So how has that changed what you do?
Yeah, well, we introduced it because we saw that we need the automatic passenger counting to make data-driven decisions when it comes to traffic and when it comes to occupancy issues. So the APC data is very important as a complementary data to ticket validation data and other sensor data that we have to understand how traffic concepts or traffic incidents affect our customers and our passengers.
So I think you touched a little bit upon how you're actually using the data, but are you using it strategically in any other way?
The APC data is actually followed up by our top management because it's so important as a data source to understand where we can afford to do expensive changes in the traffic. We can't guess. There is not enough room for that when it comes to budgets and everything. So using the passenger counting data as a contribution when it comes to making decisions on large investments or large changes is actually essential for us right now.
Makes sense. I can understand why you don't want to be doing guesswork when it comes to many millions of SEK to be invested. Perfect. And if we circle back a little bit to the modular system strategy, what would you say is the foundation of a successful relationship with the different suppliers?
Yeah, well, when we kind of feel that a supplier is really a contribution to us, that's when the supplier can be the helping hand. And not only helping us with the systems that the supplier actually delivers, but also helping us to understand lacks or problems in systems that the supplier system relies on. So input data and also systems that are reliant on the output from the system that the supplier has provided. So for like Consat, for instance, we use you guys to help us investigate problems in real-time data. You help us investigate problems with understanding why passenger counting data appears in a specific way in a specific analysis, quite a few steps away from the actual system.
And if we look ahead at the future of public transportation, what would you say the value of, say, passenger counting or APCs and knowing how many passengers are on?
If I should guess, public transport will change a lot in the next 10 years, but it will also stay the same. We will have the same need for moving people in large vehicles, but we will also have a lot of demand responsive traffic concepts together with all kinds of mobility needs, private or public funded. So in those changes, we need to understand what kind of mobility services are appreciated by our customers or our commuters, and in order to do that, we need APC counting if we don't want to track each individual, which is a problematic itself. So if we just want to understand which mobility services are working, then we can use APC to verify that.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting. So the data you're collecting is going to set the tone, or we're going to see how people are moving differently. And if I understood it correctly, you see the trend being a lot of things are going to stay the same, but a lot of things are going to change in terms of how people move. Perfect. Thank you so much, Albert, for joining us.
Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure.
Yes. Back to you.